Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the call tonight. We have our March Ordinary to Extraordinary workshop, and I have some powerful information that we're going to be sharing with all of you tonight. For those of you who were on the call back in February, you remember we had the most amazing call ever. What we talked about is we shared how can you get your value system congruent with your goals. And it was fascinating, some of the responses that I received from a lot of people. A lot of people who were on the call mentioned that one of their top goals for the year was to lose weight or to gain weight or to lift more weight or to become a better athlete in some aspect. However, on their value system, health wasn't even number one. It ranked at about the number 3 to 4 mark. So what ended up happening was that goal never got accomplished in previous years because it was never high values. And so what they realized was their high value was family, friends, it was different categories, God. And so what I worked with them on is how can you take those values and incorporate them into some of the other ones, such as health, and then make everything synergistically work together. And essentially, that's what we did. And now these people are able to get healthy, stay healthy, and live a great life, because what's happening now is they're getting congruent with their values. And that's exciting. Tonight, we have some awesome information that we're going to be sharing. And it's a category that I hold dear to my heart because it's something that I've utilized many years. And I've known it from some of the most successful people I know, they've utilized as well. And I've really just taken what they've learned and started implementing myself. And it all has to do with that morning routine. When you wake up in the morning, you have the opportunity to create your day. Some people let the day create them, but I'm all about creating it for yourself. I've been very blessed and very fortunate to have started doing this from an early age. And I started doing this from day one when I started my business. And so every day just showing up at the office, the person I show up as is the person I create. And I'm going to go through a lot of those strategies with people today. But let's think about it, for instance. When we wake up in the morning, if we wake up to an alarm clock or if we get in the car, typically the first song or the first song that we hear is the song that plays through our head every single day. Well, if that's true, then that means the things we put into our brain first thing in the morning are things that we carry with us throughout the entire day. So it's crucial then that we put positive things into our brain, into our subconscious mind. And so that way we carry those things throughout the entire day. And so what we're going to do is we're going to tackle a lot of these strategies and a lot of these systems today. All right. So let's see if we can get this up here. Okay. So some of the first, let's see where it's at. Some of the most common things that people see when they first wake up in the morning and they first get their morning routine started. And so what we're doing is we're taking things that people usually utilize, and what we're going to do is we're going to give them positive things that people can be utilizing to create their best day ever. Now, for some reason, I'm having major difficulties switching. There we go, right there. So when we look at this slide right here, I think it's important to look at. Why? Because it goes through the things that most people start their day. They wake up the alarm clock. They wake up a bit groggy. They slowly make themselves their way into the shower. Then they get themselves a stimulant, a cup of coffee where they add cream and sugar and all these other things to stimulate their body for the day. Then they watch the morning news. Then the next thing they do is they may read the newspaper, or they may pull up the online and they may go like a CNN website, or this is right here is the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. And the reason I pulled this one up, because these are some of the common things that people are putting in their subconscious mind first thing when they wake up. For example, we look at this. The first thing it says, Georgia State's Ron Hunter still in pain but staying focused. Worker killed at plastics plant in Cartersville. 23 people arrested in the NCAA tournament in gambling in Alpharetta. Suspicious white powder found at federal prison's office. Missing Clayton County boy found safe, father in custody. Cobb, Marine veteran, hanged himself after killing 3 children. These are the things. This is on the homepage yesterday at the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. Now, these things right here, and when it comes to the first thing in the morning, most likely not the things that you're going to want to put into your subconscious mind and put into your subconscious brain. These are not things that are positive. They don't help you create your day to make it just an awesome day for your life. And that's what we want. That hour, I call it the power hour. It is the morning routine where you have the opportunity to essentially create whatever it is you want to create and put into your mind for the rest of the day so you have the most awesome day ever. So there's certain questions that you want to ask yourself as far as when it comes to the morning routine. And when it comes to essentially creating your day, here are the big questions right here. The steps to creating the ultimate routine. 1, what time are you waking up? How are you waking up at 6:30 a.m.? Are you waking up at 6 a.m.? Are you waking up at 5:30 a.m., 5 a.m.? And make it realistic. Too many people I know say, oh, I'm going to start waking up at 5:30 a.m., yet they were just recently waking up at 7:30 a.m. It's not possible. What is possible, though, is maybe going down to 7 o'clock for about a month, then maybe going down to 6:45 and slowly working your way down so you get to the opportunity to create your day for yourself. So what time are you waking up? How are you waking up? Are you waking up via alarm? Are you waking up to music? Are you waking up to your phone? How do you wake up throughout the day? Do you wake up excited? What are you saying to yourself when you wake up? Are you saying, damn it, got to go to work today. Oh, it's only Monday. I wish it was Friday. What kind of self-talk are you creating for yourself? Because the self-talk that you tell yourself is the self-talk that's going to constantly be throughout your brain and through the rest of the day. People who say positive things to themselves and have trained themselves to create positive self-talk tend to have better life experiences and tend to notice positive things show up for themselves just randomly throughout the day. And if you start creating that positive self-talk for yourself, even if you're trying to thinking negative thoughts right now as I say this, just trust me on this. Spend 30 days, going a 30-day fast of not saying negative things to yourself when you wake up in the morning and just start saying yes. Get excited for the day and the things you get to do and the opportunity, the life you get to live. What is the first thing you read when you wake up? Are you reading blog posts from positive people, or are you reading the CNN, the Foxes, the AJCs? Are you listening to the negative news? What are you reading when you first wake up? What do you see for the day when you wake up? Do you see an awesome day of tons of clients coming to the office, happy group of people, you being happy, having a great lunch, surprise visits from people, great phone calls, your boss giving you high fives? What do you see for yourself for the day when you wake up? And then are you going to be someone who's going to exercise before work, or are you going to exercise after work? If you know me, you know exercise is a crucial part of my life, as it should be for every single person. Exercise is what gets our mind going, and what gets our brain going, and what reduces stress. Way too much research out there for anyone not to be exercising right now. And most people on this call, if you are on this call, you appreciate life and you want to live a great one because you took the time to be on this call tonight. Exercise, as we know, is one of the most crucial things we can be doing for our bodies to take care of it. So what are you doing and when are you doing it? So these are the type of questions that you want to have answers. There's 6 important questions that will help you to create your power hour. And when I say power hour, it does not have to be a full hour. It may be a half hour to health. It could be a sweet 15. Whatever you want to call it and whatever you want to create, it's just essential to take that time, though, first thing in the morning to start creating your day for yourself and not letting the day create you. Now, I'm going to share with you my morning routine, and yours does not have to be like mine. I've spent many years creating my routine, and still to this day, it's not perfect. But for right now, it works really well for me, and I hope that for all of you, can work really well for you as well, okay? So here's my morning routine right here. I wake up at 6 a.m. every morning. And to tell you the truth, every morning do I wake up super excited and saying, yes, today's going to be a great day? Of course not. But if I catch myself in a negative state of mind, I don't get out of that bed until I put myself into a positive state. So I may wake up and say, oh, man, today's only Monday. It's going to be a long week. I won't get out of the bed in that state of mind. I have to get myself into a positive state before I put my feet on the floor. I then hop in the shower. 6:15 a.m. I'm downstairs. I'm dressed. I'm usually making a clean breakfast with some pasture-raised eggs, some organic turkey sausage or chicken sausage or a banana or some fruit with my chamomile tea. And that for me is an important part for starting my morning. And sometimes I like to actually have it prepped the night before so I don't have to waste time in the morning. So maybe I'll make a dozen eggs, hard-boiled eggs on Sunday, and those eggs get me through the rest of the week. At 6:20 a.m.-ish, I like to read a few blogs. Seth Godin is one of my favorite blogs to read. I also get an email every morning from what's called The Universe, and it's called Tut. So I believe his website is tut.com. And every morning they send you a positive affirmation of something you can read to start your day. I like to watch TED Talks. I'm a huge fan of watching TED Talks on positive development, business development. I love animals in the wild, and I love seeing people take care of animals in the wild. One of my favorite TED Talks is Diane Nyad, and she's a lady who swam from Cuba to Fort Lauderdale. And she talks about her journey amongst that and how she needed a team of people. She never gave up, and you're never too old to do what you want to do and create the life you want to create. I love reading books. I don't like to read too long, though. I will be honest with that. Usually about 5 minutes is about the max I can get. But reading a chapter in a book is something I enjoy doing. I'm not someone who can start from the beginning and go straight to the end. That's not who I am. I like to read chapters at a time and just get my brain and my mind in that positive state. After about 20 to 25 minutes of eating my breakfast, watching a TED Talk, reading Seth Godin's blog, reading my email, not my personal emails or my business emails, by the way, just that one email, I then like to look over my 2015 goals and think of what did I set in stone on January 1st, 2015, and what am I looking to achieve this year? And for me, this is a really important part because it gets me back to what I created from the beginning of the year. A lot of people set goals and they never go back to them. And for me, they're so important and so essential that I want to hit every single one of them. I created goals to achieve them. I didn't create them just to do a task and do an activity. I created them to achieve them. And so every morning when I wake up, you bet I'm going to be looking at those and thinking, what can I do to advance forward to achieve those goals? After about a few minutes of that, I like to close my eyes for roughly 3 to 4 minutes and just see, what is my day going to look like today? Is it always going to look like that? Of course not. But it gets me in the mindset of creating positive and seeing positive throughout the whole day. So I may wake up, or I may start this visualization exercise. I close my eyes. I visualize myself walking to the office. My staff is excited to show up. We're all high-fiving. We look through the schedule, fully packed schedule today. Everyone we look at through that schedule, we're so excited to see. We're high-fiving our patients, giving everyone hugs. Parents bringing their kids in because they trust us so much with their child's health that they want to make sure their kid stays healthy. And these are some of the things that I like to see throughout the day. And then when I get home, I love to see just a great workout, coming home to my family, eating a great dinner, and spending time with my daughter and my wife. And those are the things I like to visualize. It only takes a couple minutes, but it's important for me to get that activity in. And then at 6:55, family gets kissed goodbye, and I'm out the door for work. And so in about 50 to 60 minutes, I get a great amount of time to spend in order to create the day that I want to create. And I can almost guarantee you, if you were to follow something similar to this, what you see in front of you, you'd be able to live a great life and create the life, though, not because you let it happen to you, because you create it for yourself. And that's what's great about this world that we live in, especially so many that are fortunate to live in a country that we live in, that we get to create this life that we want. I know one of the questions I just received online was, what's the optimal time to wake up? That's a personal decision. I personally, for me, 6 a.m. is my time. If I wake up any earlier than that, I'm tired. And I'm usually pretty exhausted throughout the day. 6 a.m. for me is the best time for me to wake up. And I go from 6 to 7. I'm at the office usually by between 7:15 and 7:30, about 30 to 45 minutes before the first patient walks in that door. And I'm ready. My hands are ready. My mind is ready. My eyes are ready. I'm ready to serve. And I hope that all of you, when you show up to the place where you work in your professional environment, you're ready to serve as well. And you're ready to give 110%, because how you do one thing is how you do everything. So how you show up to the office is how you show up for your family. So even though some of you right now may say to yourself, well, I don't like my job, I hate my job, I hate my career, you still need to be showing up at 110%, because then that gives you other opportunities to create for yourself and put you in the right positions that you need to be in. Now, if anyone ever needs, like I said before, if you ever need any of these PowerPoints, we record these webinars for now. And you can go on our website at draustincohen.com. That's draustincohen.com. Click on live webinars, and you can see all recorded webinars on there. I hope all of you are getting my Monday morning motivation. It's something that I utilize every Monday to inspire all of you to create just a great week for yourself. If anyone ever has any questions, once again, go to the Facebook page, Dr. Austin Cohen. Feel free to ask them there. Let's get them answered for people. Let's get people together. Let's create a community of people working together to create an awesome life. I'm all about an abundant, a prosperity mindset. I want all of us to succeed, and let's do it together. Hope you all have a great night. Thanks for spending this 15 to 20 minutes with me and helping you create the life that you want to create on our ordinary to extraordinary March call. Take care, everybody.